Hi Cancer, hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome if you're new to my channel. Thank you for joining me. I hope you're having a good day. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Cancer Tarot. Cancer Love Tarot, Cancer Love Reading, channeled love messages from your person, from their higher self. A reading where we're going into their thoughts, their feelings for you, intentions. What's going on? Is anyone making a move? Let's take a deep dive, Cancer. Thank you, Spirit Guides, Angels, and Ancestors. Please show us what we need to see for Cancer today. Please show us the cards, Aho. It's the Ten of Pentacles, Cancer. The Six of Cups. The Magician is in reverse. The Six of Cups is in the partnership placement. Yeah, and it's in the upright. Sun and Scorpio energy here. Ten of Pentacles, your first placement down. Mercury in Virgo. And then we have the Magician in reverse. Gemini in Virgo. Justice in reverse. Wow. Okay, Nine of Swords. Oh my gosh. It's just already very clear that somebody is thinking about you. Somebody is on your mind. You're okay. Obviously, someone's on your mind. The person on your mind, the person you're thinking of that you're here for, you're on their mind. That's what I wanted to say to you. They're literally sleepless. What's going on with this Ten of Pentacles is that, okay, I want to get this down because there's a lot of messages already coming in. Perspective is in reverse. And by the way, it's connected to Justice in reverse, where their energy is really quite strong. Yep, Five of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, Five of Wands. Gosh. Well, somebody here definitely, it's someone you're not talking to. Okay, so whether we're looking at a literal, really far back past energy, or it's someone you have a lot of history with, maybe it's even a recent past, but I will tell you, Five of Cups in reverse and moving into the Six of Cups here, somebody does owe you an apology. They're not sleeping very well because of it, because I don't think they made the apology. And it's really strongly connected to literally your energy, Cancer, the Three of Cups in reverse here. How things were left. Yeah, and I also feel like this is somebody who did not, who did not respond. Okay. So the Chariot is in reverse. And it's right in between our Ten of Pentacles and our Knight of Pentacles, a Virgo and Mercury energy. So that is it's a pretty slow-moving energy, but it's, you know, it's a Knight on the move, Pentacle energy. Ten of Pentacles, long-term energy, yet right in the middle of that is a pretty clear indication that, yeah, and connected with our Six of Cups, that it's something that changed or didn't happen. Things not moving, the Chariot in reverse. This is your energy, the Moon and Cancer energy. Clearly also what is on their mind, what's keeping them awake. And it's somebody who's been, gosh, it's already coming through. Look at this. Yeah. Present moment is in reverse, so that's the past energy to the Ten of Pentacles. So again, were you in a long-term energy? Was it something you were working on, or you were making plans toward? I just want to validate that, because we're looking at the past energy around that and what didn't move forward or what changed. Where you were heading or where you talked about, whatever the case is, there's definitely an energy of, what can I say? It's sort of like, yeah, I mean, there's a melancholy kind of energy here. You can also see it. I want to show you, and I want to say you can see it clearly in the deck I chose you at the Tarot Closet. But actually, look at the Five of Cups today. There's a window here, and you can't actually see through it. There's a lot of rain. This is somebody who regrets how they left things, literally things that were said that hurt you. Gosh, whether it was in person or via message or what. And there is an energy here of, I want to apologize to you. Because at the time, it's somebody who literally, I feel like, I don't know why, because I'm not always privy to those details. Maybe, I feel like you already know, maybe it comes through, but they weren't thinking clearly. You're something that they weren't telling the truth about. Also, justice in reverse. Connected to the heart chakra. It's a very imbalanced energy, and it's where their energy is extremely strong. Things did not reach the potential here where you were heading or where you were planning. And that's really very validating in the Magician in reverse. Gosh. Yeah, they're kind of all over the place here. The Magician, you know, has access to all the elements, all the water, air, earth, and fire, but it's like, what happened? It's kind of an all over the place energy here. Also connecting and validating that for me with Temperance in reverse, which is connected to the heart chakra, by the way. Wow. There's an energy here like this person, wow. They are struggling, I have to say, with some ego, I feel, but this person is feeling bad. And here is the death of that ego, but also validating whatever has been going on here. But what's coming through here today in this energy, more Scorpio energy, major arcana energy, the bigger picture, is it's validating here with the Star in reverse and Justice in reverse that this person really never did apologize, and I do feel like things stopped or ended sort of abruptly. There is kind of a ghosting energy. But it's also coming through here, the death of the ego. There is a snake on the Death Rebirth card today. They need to shed their skin for renewal. It's right here in between somebody who's hoping you can forgive them someday kind of energy. And I say someday, but I want to validate. We could be looking at that sooner or later, and I'm going to tell you why in just a moment. Yeah, so I just need to get the rest of this energy down, okay? The Two of Pentacles is here. Yep. The Eight of Wands is in reverse. The Nine of Pentacles is in the upright. The King of Wands is here. The Ace of Wands, whoa, is in reverse. The Ace of Cups is in the upright. The Seven of Pentacles is in reverse. And then we have the Three of Pentacles. So it's somebody that you've been waiting on, or you aren't anymore. It's kind of like 1 foot in, 1 foot out the door energy. Seven of Pentacles, it is going here with this Five of Cups. Again, it's in reverse, and that's around the conflicting energy. What literally changed? What was said and what wasn't said the last time you either wrote or saw each other. This person does have a pretty healthy ego somehow. It's coming through, the counterpart to our Empress, who's here, by the way, but in reverse. But it's definitely an energy of kind of how we got here when things really massively changed also in the Death card. But there is, again, it's coming here connected to everything with you 1 foot in, 1 foot out, possibly not waiting anymore. You know, Seven of Pentacles in reverse. But our Four of Cups here, just wanting to go here. That's more of your energy, the Moon in Cancer. And I do want to validate, look here also with our Knight of Cups. Do I feel like in this Knight of Cups energy that somebody's coming in here with an offer? This doesn't feel like an offer, Cancer. This does feel like for whatever reason, no contact, no communication, and or in separation. It feels like what's in that cup today, and look, there's even a shadow in our Knight of Cups, more Scorpio energy, is an apology. Now, again, it's coming through here now. This is how they feel. This is what's going on in their mind going on in their head in the Six of Cups energy. Like somebody has a lot of regret, hopes that you can forgive them for the things they said and also the things they didn't, because I do feel like they kind of should have replied last and they didn't for whatever reason. Yeah, but I feel like in that cup is definitely like this is how they feel kind of energy today. The Two of Pentacles is here, which is very interesting because that's an imbalanced energy around choices, commitments, contracts, relationships. It's like they want to repair this here. They want to, they never really made this right. That's the thing, you know? It's pretty darn strong. Are they wanting to do more than just apologize? The Two of Pentacles, one of them is yours. What is the other one? And you can see that here in our Queen of Pentacles in the upright. This is my, interestingly enough, what I consider my protege to the Empress, who again is here in reverse. So it's really validating also with the Page of Cups, I got to tell you, around an emotional kind of unavailability, immaturity. Somebody that wasn't ready. So whether we're looking at readiness in terms of their feelings and they were holding back on them, or we're looking at for things to grow and move forward into the Ten of Pentacles, for things to, for them to make a choice, for things to move further along, whatever that means for you. It's really clear in the Empress in reverse that, there's a timing issue that's here. And this immature energy is quite strong because it's also coming here with the Page of Cups. And that's also here now. By the way, that's the Taurus energy, and it also brings in Libra, which I want to talk to you about in just a moment, astrologically, what that means at the moment. You know, when you're watching this, whenever it is, whether you're here in real time, weeks, months, days, weeks, months, years later, you're here when you're meant to be here. So trust the timing on that. But we are a hop, skip, and a jump away from a full moon in Libra. And we are in the Mercury retrograde in Aries, and we just came out of the Mercury retrograde in Pisces. So it was like a lot of, it could be that things went on then, but it could also just be an extension of what's been going on in the Six of Cups energy. But there was a lot of emotional energy, a lot of debris, a lot of things flying around. The storm has passed. We're in the retrograde now, but there's still debris. It's still kind of messy. And it's like they're walking around picking it up. So what I wanted to validate, if you can see this person, it might be that it just takes you by surprise. That they have, again, just coming up to you if you share a community and just kind of coming out of nowhere to talk to you. Maybe it's at a party. And that could lead, I do want to validate, it could lead to something quite emotional. Because it's really clear that they're kind of walking around that debris field again after the Mercury retrograde in Pisces, in this Mercury retrograde in Aries, coming up to the full moon. And they're thinking a lot about everything that happened. And in this energy of the Six of Cups, in the partnership placement, which we can't see at the moment. By the way, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Six of Cups, they're all here and they're all in the Five of Cups, excuse me. I stand corrected, is in reverse. But they're in this energy of really wanting to say this to you. So that's the other thing. The Three of Pentacles here, Cancer energy, or Capricorn energy, excuse me, our Knight of Cups, the healing and the Gaia energy around the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Cups here. There's some kind of healthy ego that is going on, but at the same time, it's somebody who's feeling triggered, who hasn't let you go, and really may just, in particular around this energy, appear, whether it's in person or via message. Either way, this is something I feel like, this is the person that you're either waiting on or you're not really anymore and you're just checking in on. This is how they feel. There's an emotional energy and they want to be able to tell you this. They're sorry. I mean, what can I say? It's just really super clear. And that's the other thing with our Eight of Wands in reverse. It's like they're up in the night. Quite literally, Nine of Swords, Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Sun in Capricorn. It's like a kind of a vulnerable energy. Three of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles in reverse, leading up to that Five of Pentacles energy, which is an energy of loss. It's like they're in their head going over what they want to say to you. They might be writing messages and not sending them. That's pretty strong. And I want to say for some of you, you might have actually seen some kind of movement, whether it's through your socials, they say, social media, or even through other people perhaps that have been telling you things. And maybe you're both looking kind of at each other's stuff. Whatever it is, that's the thing about this Eight of Wands in reverse for me. This Mercury energy, as we're in the Mercury retrograde in Aries. And this is a Sagittarius energy. It is this fiery energy, and it's like everything they want to say. Yeah, but they're just having trouble getting it to you. They're having trouble, like, Even it just being in their head, they're not sleeping very well. 9 of Pentacles. 7 in reverse, the 9. Here's the thing, look, a messenger. In the deck that I chose for you today at the Tarot Closet. Which, by the way, remember, Cancer, this is, if you're hearing my content in any way, shape, or form anywhere else, it's because somebody's stealing it. This is where this is the only place you're going to see me communicating with you, interacting with you, shuffling, reading your energy for you at the Tarot Closet on my official channel on YouTube. So anybody else are just losers who are stealing. And yeah, keep sending me those messages, whether you suspect it, you know it, you're not sure, because it all helps. Even those static videos, you know, with the changed voice, and you hear the things that are popping out of this fake voice mouth. That's Chris. Those are Chris's words. Keep those coming, because it really helps us to take them down. Thank you. Thank you for those of you that have as well. But look, it's a messenger kind of flying in here to this little birdhouse. 8 of Wands. I mean, it's just pretty clear. It's like there's a lot of emotional energy around this person who's kind of all over the place, who's not sleeping, who wants you to know this, who's literally trying to get the courage here to tell you that. And I'll tell you what, King of Wands upright, Knight of Wands in reverse. Woo, that's a pretty impulsive energy. And it's all really connecting here with what they're saying to you now, just even still sitting in shadow on this horse. Look, before they go down this path, and the Knight of Cups, the action of Cups, you know, before they take that action, getting the courage and getting over some of the fear and ego that I do feel that is here to say this to you. Yeah. And I guess it's like a little forewarning if you can see them at an event. I don't think that is for everybody. You know, there's a history that's here with this person. For some of you, it goes really far back. That's really clear to me. It's just a matter of, yeah, whether we're going really super far back or it's recent, there is a history here. It's just super clear. Present in reverse, the 6 of Cups. I feel so much guilt for what I did. What is that in the Justice card? Did somebody not tell the truth? Because they haven't made it right. That's the thing. It's major arcana. It's a pretty clear energy. And yeah, connecting with the Death card. And this is also validating that already came through. I'm sorry I didn't reply. My gosh. Also really clear. And by the way, this is somebody who holds you in a particular regard. Whether you know it or not, that does come through. It has this energy of watching you from afar. So whether it's through other people or social media or looking at pictures even, they're definitely reminiscing. And here it is. I'm trying to get over my ego. Oh, excuse me. I miss talking to you, Cancer. This is really clear. Soul connection. Here we go. I still love you. I was about to say what is hiding in that full moon in Pisces, or full moon in Libra, which is, you know, the ruling planet Venus, but Libra energy, both connecting to our justice here in reverse and some truths. Because by the way, if there's a lie about that or just leaving you feeling that way, because there is regret leaving you feeling like they didn't love you. In case you wanted to know, this is how they feel. I still love you. Actually, it literally just was what came out. They're trying to get out in our 8 of Wands in reverse. The Temperance in reverse, the heart chakra energy, and the Page of Cups. But it wanted to move over here with the emotional blocks and the Chariot in reverse, which is your energy, and the present moment card in reverse, wanting you to know that I still love you, and it's so hard not being in contact. Again, I miss talking to you. I hope you can forgive me someday. It was my fault. I just want to validate that energy of justice and the 2 of Pentacles. There is a third party here. High Priestess in reverse. You know, that could be clearly around a person. Some of you are twin flames, so that's probably pretty clear. But third party energy for me is not always about people, too. It can be money, jobs, distance, a mix of everything. Here we go. Really validating. I write messages I never send, Cancer. So the message that you didn't get, they had one. They've had many replies since. They just haven't been sending them. Are you thinking of me? Actually, over here in this energy of the Five of Cups in reverse, have you moved on, Cancer? Literal here, Five of Cups in reverse, Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. Did you... So here's the other scenario that did come in. Did you notice I sent a message? Super not surprising. I want to talk again. I still love you. I regret letting you go. I feel so much guilt for what I did. I regret leaving you feeling like I didn't love you, because I still do. I know our meeting was no accident. We met for a reason. The last channeled love message. Love message. Oh my gosh. And yeah, we already got that. I have a confession to make, Cancer. I'm writing messages that I don't send. I'm sorry that I didn't reply. I really miss talking to you, and it's really hard not being in contact. I totally regret letting you go. But I have this confession to make that I still love you. Beautiful Cancer. That is your reading today. Thank you for being here at the Tarot Closet. Until next time.